My name's Aiden, and I spent 16 years being someone's dad before she decided I wasn't worth keeping. So I talked to the courthouse today, Maya said, dropping her bag on the kitchen counter. She was 22, back from college for summer break. They said I can file the paperwork next week. I looked up from my laptop. Paperwork for what? To change my last name from Reeves to Hollister. She said it like she was ordering coffee. Dad said he'd cover the fees. Dad. I set my laptop aside. You mean Greg. He is my dad, Aiden. She pulled out her phone, not looking at me. My real dad. Jessica walked in from the garage, arms full of grocery bags. What's going on? Maya wants to change her last name, I said. Jessica froze. Maya, we talked about this. No, you talked. I listened. Maya finally looked up. I'm 22. I don't need permission. He walked out when you were 4, I said. I'm the one who taught you to ride a bike, who paid for your braces, your car, your college. And I appreciate that. But Greg's back now, and he wants to be in my life. He said he made mistakes, but people deserve second chances. Second chances. I stood up. Where was he when you had pneumonia in 6th grade? When you broke your arm? When you needed someone to practice your driver's test with? He was dealing with his own stuff. He's explained everything. She crossed her arms. You wouldn't understand because you're not actually my father. Jessica dropped the bags. Maya, that's enough. It's true, though. I love Aiden, but Greg's my blood. That matters. I walked out. Went to the garage, sat in my truck, stared at nothing. 20 minutes later, Jessica opened the passenger door. She doesn't mean it. Yes, she does. She's confused. Greg's been calling her every day for 6 months. He's promising her things, telling her what she wants to hear. And you're letting it happen. What do you want me to do, Aiden? Forbid her from seeing her biological father? She's an adult. You could back me up. Tell her what he put you through. Tell her why he really left. Jessica looked away. That's between me and Greg. No, it's between all of us now. I started the engine. I need some air. I drove to my brother's place. Marcus opened the door, saw my face, grabbed 2 beers. Maya? He asked. She's changing her last name to Greg's. Says he's her real dad. Marcus sat back. Man, that's cold. 16 years, Marcus. I was there for everything. First day of school, first heartbreak, first everything. And now some guy shows up with empty promises and suddenly, I'm nobody. What's Jessica saying? That Maya's an adult. That I need to be patient. Patient. Marcus shook his head. You've been patient for 16 years. What's Greg even doing back? No idea. But Maya's eating it up. Posting pictures with him, calling him dad on social media, the whole thing. And Jessica's cool with this? Jessica's scared of losing her, so she's not pushing back. That's gonna blow up in her face. I drank half the beer. Already starting to. 2 weeks later, Maya came home with Greg. Aiden, you remember Greg, Jessica said, too bright, too nervous. Greg extended his hand, tall, graying at the temples, expensive watch. Good to finally meet you properly. Maya talks about you all the time. I didn't shake. That right. I wanted to thank you for taking care of my girl all these years. Your girl was 4 when you left. She's only your girl now because you decided to show up. Maya stepped between us. Aiden, don't. Don't what? Tell the truth? Greg's trying to be nice. Can you at least try back? Greg put his hand on Maya's shoulder. It's okay, sweetheart. I understand his frustration. I wasn't there, and he was. But I'm here now, and I'm not going anywhere. Big promises from a guy who couldn't handle a 4-year-old. Jessica touched my arm. Aiden. I'm going out. I grabbed my keys. Maya called after me. This is exactly why I need Dad in my life. You're too angry all the time. I drove to the office, even though it was Sunday, sat at my desk, tried to work. My phone rang. Jessica's sister, Lila. I heard about the name change, she said. Word travels fast. Jessica called me. She's worried about you. She should be worried about what she's allowing. I know Greg's history. I was there when he left, but Maya doesn't remember any of that. Then someone should remind her. Jessica won't. She's terrified Maya will cut her off if she says anything negative about Greg. So I'm supposed to just watch this happen? I don't know, Aiden, but pushing back isn't working. Maya's digging in harder. She was right. Every time I challenged it, Maya got more defensive, more attached to Greg. A month passed. Greg started showing up every weekend, taking Maya to expensive dinners, bought her a new laptop, started talking about a trip to Europe together. He's buying her, I told Jessica one night. He's her father. He's a guy who donated sperm 22 years ago. Aiden, please, this is hard enough without you making it worse. Making it worse? I'm the only one seeing this clearly. You're jealous. I stared at her. What? You're jealous that she wants a relationship with her real father. I raised her, Jessica. I was her real father. But you're not. And maybe that's the problem. You wanted her to forget about Greg, to erase him, and now that she can't, you're angry. I slept in the guest room that night. The next weekend, Maya brought news. Greg invited me to move in with him for a while. He has that big house in Riverside, and he said I could have the whole guest wing. Jessica set down her coffee. Move in? Just for the summer. We're really connecting, and I want to spend more time with him. You live here, I said. I'm thinking about grad school near him anyway. This would be a good trial run. Maya, you've known him 6 months, Jessica said. I've known of him my whole life, and he's making up for lost time. She smiled at her phone. He's outside. I'm going to stay at his place tonight. Get a feel for it. She left. Jessica sat there, silent. Say something, I said. What do you want me to say? That this is insane? That she's being manipulated? Or maybe she's just getting to know her father. And losing everything else in the process. Jessica looked at me. Are you talking about her or you? Maya moved to Greg's place in July, took most of her stuff, promised she'd visit. She didn't. Jessica called her every few days, short conversations, surface-level stuff. She's busy, Jessica would say. Greg's introducing her to his family. His family that wanted nothing to do with her for 18 years? People change, Aiden. I stopped arguing, started pulling back, worked longer hours, came home late. In August, Lila called me. Maya's engaged. What? She posted it an hour ago. Some guy named Connor, Greg's business partner's son. They've been dating 3 months. I hung up, opened Instagram. There it was. Maya, ring on her finger, standing between Greg and some preppy-looking guy. Caption: Dad helped me find my perfect match. So grateful for his guidance. Jessica was at book club. I texted her. She called immediately. 3 months, I said. She's known him 3 months and she's engaged. Aiden, I just saw. I'm coming home. Did she call you? Silence. Jessica, did she call you? She texted. She said she'd call later to explain. Later came at 9 p.m. Jessica put her on speaker. I know it's fast, Maya said. But when you know, you know. Connor's amazing. He's a lawyer, he's stable, and Dad really loves him. What about us? Jessica asked. Don't we get to meet him? Of course. We're thinking about engagement party details now. Dad's planning something at his club. And the wedding? I asked. Pause. We're thinking next spring. Small ceremony, just close family. Define close family. Aiden, don't start. I'm asking a simple question, Maya. After 16 years, am I invited to your wedding? Of course you're invited. You and Mom both. But... She trailed off. But what? Connor and I talked about it, and we want Dad to walk me down the aisle. He's my father, and this is important to him. It's his way of making up for missed time. Jessica's face went white. I kept my voice level. So I'm invited to watch. Aiden, you're being unfair. Unfair is spending 16 years raising someone who decides you don't count when it matters. You're proving exactly why I need distance from you. You're possessive and controlling, and Dad warned me you'd react like this. Did he? I stood up. What else did Dad warn you about? That you'd try to guilt me. That you'd make this about you instead of being happy for me. I'm done. I walked toward the door. Aiden, where are you going? Jessica asked. Anywhere but here. Maya's voice came through the speaker. See, Mom? This is what I'm talking about. He can't handle not being the center of attention. I grabbed my keys, left. Drove for hours. Ended up at Marcus's again. She's getting married, I told him. Greg's walking her down the aisle. Marcus didn't say anything. Didn't need to. 16 years, I said, and I'm the guest at her wedding. What are you going to do? I don't know yet, but I'm done pretending this doesn't hurt. The engagement party invitation came 2 weeks later. Formal card, Greg's club, black tie optional. We should go, Jessica said. No. Aiden, she's my daughter. And what am I? You're her stepfather. You're important to her. Not important enough to walk her down the aisle. She's trying to build a relationship with Greg. Can't you understand that? I understand that you're choosing her over us. There's no choice to make. She's my child.
And I'm your husband, the one who's been here. The one who paid for everything she ever needed, while Greg sent birthday cards twice a year. Jessica's voice cracked. What do you want me to do? I want you to tell her the truth about why Greg left. I want you to stop pretending this is normal. I can't lose her, Aiden. You already have. You just don't see it yet. I didn't go to the engagement party. Jessica went alone, came back at midnight, makeup smeared. Maya asked why you didn't come, she said. What did you tell her? That you weren't feeling well? So you lied. Greg gave a speech about how grateful he is to have Maya back, about how he's going to make sure she has everything she deserves. Everyone kept asking me about you. You're embarrassed. I'm exhausted, Aiden. I started looking at apartments. Jessica noticed. Are you leaving? I don't know yet. Because of Maya? Because of all of it. You chose protecting your relationship with Maya over protecting our marriage. I'm the only one who loses here. That's not fair. Life's not fair, Jessica. Your daughter taught me that. Christmas came. Maya invited Jessica to Greg's house, not me. She said it's family only, Jessica explained, and I'm not family. Jessica went, spent 3 days at Greg's, came back with pictures of Maya and Connor, Maya and Greg, Maya and Greg's extended family. No pictures of us. I moved out in January, rented a condo downtown. Jessica cried when I packed. We can fix this. There's nothing to fix. Maya's made her choice. You've made yours. Now I'm making mine. She'll come around once the wedding stress is over. I'm not invited to the wedding, Jessica. She texted me last week, said they're keeping it intimate, immediate family only. I left. 3 months later, Marcus called. Maya's wedding photos are up. I didn't look. Greg walked her down the aisle, he said. Big smile. Jessica was there, crying. She made her choice. Last week, Lila called. Maya's asking about you. She and Connor are having problems, money stuff. Greg's been dodging her calls. Not my problem. She wants to apologize. Tell her I'm busy. Later that night, my phone buzzed. Maya's name. I answered. Aiden? Her voice sounded small. What?
I made a mistake. With everything. With Greg, with the wedding, with pushing you away. Connor's not who I thought. And Greg, once the wedding was over, he disappeared again. I'm alone, and I need help. Then call Greg. He's your real dad, remember? Aiden, please. I hung up, blocked the number. Phone rang again. Jessica. She called you, Jessica said. She did. What did you say? No. Aiden, she's falling apart. Her marriage is failing, Greg's gone again, and she's alone. Then maybe she'll learn what I already know. That family isn't who shares your blood. It's who shows up every single time without conditions. I ended the call. Looked out at the city lights, thinking about the question I'd been asking myself for months, the one that mattered most. If someone only wants you in their life when everyone else has failed them, were you ever really in their life at all?